guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about female stuff, the menstruation, the female body cycle, the self-love, the self-growth, and all about the feminism and everything. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about how to deal with the bad incidents in your life. And I think that this is really common. Every person now and then in their life have faced such situation which was not really in favor of them, maybe emotionally, physically, mentally, or in various different aspects of your life. So I'm going to be sharing some tips with you guys which can help you dealing with the bad incidents, and maybe you can forgive them, because when we are actually thinking about that incident again and again, we are kind of like repaying the things again and again in our mind, which can lead to bad consequences. So it's really important for us to learn from our stuffs and then forgive them. So probably I'm gonna be sharing some tips with you guys. Before we part, consider clicking the like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video in the future, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. And especially if you're a female, then this channel is exactly for you. Of course, I do make videos on the topic which are common to all genders, but sometimes it's more related to the feminism. But anyway, you subscribe to my channel, and if you're looking forward to self-love and focusing more on becoming best version of yourself, then I have an entire PDF download. The link is in the description box below, which will going to help you getting started with self-love, taking care of yourself, meditation, journaling. Everything is there. It's entirely based on my experience and knowledge. So far, it's kind of like a PDF general which you can fill it out. The link is in the description box below. Without further ado, let's talk about today's video topic. Now, before going into the tips, I really want to tell you, depending on the scenario, situation, and depending on your experience, the things might vary a lot, okay? Depending on that, the things will going to vary, and the tips and strategies and the time taken to actually heal from that particular bad incidents will naturally going to vary. So keep that thing in mind before going into the tips. The first tip that I have for you is to understand that everyone is going or had been gone in the past through these bad incidents. Maybe some of you family members have gone through that in the past or are going through currently. So every human being, in fact, I could say every living being on this planet Earth have faced bad incidents, whether it's an animal, small insects, or the trees, or we human beings. It's just that we have the different experiences because we are into the different bodies. We are having a human body, so different experience. If a cat is there, then the cat is having different experience. If the cow or the tree is there, it has a different experience. But everyone has been or will be going through these tough situations in their life. And that's the thing you have to tell yourself. You have to remind yourself that no matter where you live on this planet Earth, as long as you are alive, you would be going through some incidents in the past, in the present, or in the future. So you have to deal with that. Now, this is the fact of the life. Now, some people may go through bad situations a lot, many times in their life. Some go through rarely, occasionally, but it depends, okay? And also some people think that, oh, that person is living in such a good situation, having a good family or good money or something like that, but you don't know. Maybe they are going with some mental traumas or emotional problems or emotional bad incidents. You are not aware of that. So it's not just based on how the people look or how they behave. It's what they are going through in their mind, in their life. That being said, the second tip that I have for you is, since we know that we will be going through this incident in our life sometime or the other, the best thing that you can tell yourself that every situation, every bad incident has happened with you, or maybe happening with you, or maybe happened with me, whatever the case is that is happening with us, we actually grow from them. Yes, there is a growth, okay? In the pain, there is a bigger growth. Like, I can really look at my own personal life, and I reflect back to my past. I see some of the traumas or some of the incidents were kind of like more emotional and mental, but I do have faced a physical one as well. Some were colleagues, the work problems, some were having the family problems, and I do face them, and currently I do face them. And I think that those things were the agents of growth. The incidents, the traumas, the painful situations are the agents of growth. Now, it may seem counterintuitive, because when we are going through that particular incident, we feel like, oh, we won't be able to get out of it. We feel like, oh, it's the end of the world. But I want to tell you the truth that it's not the end of the world. You will going to get out of it eventually later on down the road, maybe a week, month, or a year, depending on that particular situation, depending upon its severity and how much it's affecting your life. So these are the agents of growth. Take that thing in your mind, which will really going to help you heal easily, because once we know the facts that this is the truth and this is helping us in this way, we can be more better way to deal with that. The third tip that I have for you is being grateful. Now you would be thinking, oh, I'm going through a bad incident and you're telling me to be grateful for that bad incident. Yes and no. I mean, every incident teaches us. I already talked in my second tip that these are the agents of the growth, and yes, these are the agents of the growth. When there is a growth, you need to go through a painful situation, maybe a physical, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is, you have to go through that. Then you adapt from that, you grow from that, you learn from that, and you become a version of yourself, and you reach to a next level. Yes, every level has its own difficulties, has its own issues, has its own problem, which we have to go through. That's the fact. No one can change it. So you can be grateful for that. For example, if you are living with your parents and you're looking forward to live by yourself in your favorite city or favorite country in the world with your girlfriend, boyfriend, like that's your dream life, and you're currently living with your parents. When you're gonna move into your favorite city, there would be some difficulties that would be arising, which you can't even remember or imagine that, because it's a new territory. So you can be grateful that difficulties will be coming, but these are the agents of the growth, and these are helping you to reach to the next level, becoming the best version of yourself. So we can be grateful. Like, this is the best thing that we could do. Being grateful about the painful situation in the life can be really a miracle for us, and you have to believe in the miracle, because they do really exist. So it may seem counterintuitive, but again, you can deal with that depending on the severity of a situation in a much more better way. Again, it depends on you. For me, at time when I faced this bad situation, in the instant, I wasn't really grateful for that. I was like, what the heck was that? And I was kind of like trying to calm my mind and body, and then I started feeling, what can I learn from that? Why this thing has happened in my life? What can I learn? How can I grow from that? And the moment I started looking at the positive aspect of the bad incidents, I'm grateful in that moment that this incident has taught me this, which will going to help me in my life. So I'm grateful for this bad incident. So this is the exercise which we can do once we are out of that situation, once we actually general the things, what happened, why happened, and what we can learn from that. It could really help you heal from it and feel good and better about it. And the last tip, that is kind of like having of 2 or 3 tips in itself, is like being surrounded yourself with the nature. Nature has a healing power, and I think I mentioned this thing a lot many times in my videos, in my content. Like, healing power of the nature is so amazing. No matter whether you are introvert, extrovert, whether you enjoy being in the outdoor or not, no matter whatever you are, the nature will going to heal your wounds, whether it's emotional, physical, mental, whatever way it has harmed you. I will going to give you that love, that power, and that support and help which you needed for that, because the nature, this earth is our home, okay, and the nature is our mother. The earth is our mother. So when we are spending more time with our mother earth or mother nature, we are kind of like healed, because that mother earth and mother nature actually loves us. Yes, it loves us, okay? It doesn't hate us. No matter what we say, what we do, it will always going to love us, because we are its own creations. So no one will going to hate their kids or their babies. I hope it makes sense. So that is the thing. Spend time with the nature, general the things out. Generaling is the best way if you're an introvert and you don't like sharing these kind of stuffs with your family and friends. And probably general it down so that you can see everything on a piece of paper, and then you can figure it out how to deal with that. Another tip with this last tip is spend some time with the nature. Along with that, take time to heal from it, okay? It will going to take some time to heal from the situation. No matter how hard or how bad the situation is, it will going to take some time. So be patient with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. And when you are healing, try to feel good about it. Okay, I healed 20%, I healed 30%, I healed 40%, and so on. So try to be your best friend when you need the most, and don't hate yourself. Don't have a negative self-talk that you are not coming out of it. It's taking you a lot more time. It's okay if it's taking you a lot more time. You are a human, you are not a robot. So be okay with that. Eventually, later on down the road, you're gonna come out of it. So hopefully these tips will going to help you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you want to share your own bad incidents, I would really love to hear from you. If you are okay with sharing in the online space, it depends on you. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye, guys.